We did test it though. We tested this first. So, all right, Jeff. Line it up, man. What's happening? Thanks for stopping by. My name is Uncle Jake. This here, Dr. Torque. And that, of course, is Jeff. Our friend from other video. We worked on that over there. Put a leveling kit on it. But that is not why we're here today. But welcome to the channel. If you're new, stick around for a bit. Check it out. Today, we got something really, really cool because our friends at Dennis Kirk, check it out, I even got one of their snazzy shirts on, huh? Oh yeah, and my arm is stuck in a sling. I'm a cripple. Today, we're gonna be comparing something that's really cool because you see our four-wheeler over there. Normally, you kind of got two choices, mainly if you want to take it somewhere. You got a trailer, which has got some pros and cons, and you got what I like to call the death ramps over there. But let's talk about that real quick because our friends at Dennis Kirk hooked us up with something really sweet. It's called Mad Ramps. And I would like to say it's sort of an alternative between the trailer and the ramps. It's kind of really in between. So, and consequently, by the way, you can put, this works for motorcycles, side-by-sides. And Dennis Kirk, as you know, if you haven't been there, check them out. They got so much stuff. They got stuff for like motorcycles, street bikes, dirt bikes, snowmobiles, or snowcats, or snow machines, depending on where your neck of the woods you're from, all kind of stuff. And consequently, those all work on Mad Ramps. So, what are the pros and cons of a trailer? Well, the pros are, it's way simple. You just pop that back down, drive it on, and you go. Of course, you've got the cost of the trailer as a downside. And for me, a lot of times, when I'm taking it up with the Raptor, it's like rough terrain and really narrow one-lane road stuff, so it's hard to park. So I'd say that's a downside, but otherwise it's pretty simple. These guys over here, have you ever tried these? If you have, you know why I'm calling them death ramps, because inevitably something slips or breaks or pops out and that shoots out the back and it tries to kill you. And these things here, they're like bowed and bent and we've re-welded them, and now I've given them or sold them or something to Dr. Torque. I can't remember, but they're his problem now. But the downsides, let me talk about the pros on this. The pros are, you get it up inside your truck, right? It's completely out of the way and it's just your rig. The only thing is it takes up most of your bed, or if it's a short bed and you have to ride with some of the weight in the tailgate. I don't particularly like that. And if you're going camping or something, there's not a lot of room in the bed. So Mad Ramps actually uses the trailer hitch, and it's got this like crazy folding ramps. As you drive up, they kind of pivot up and hold it partially outside of your truck. So we're gonna give it a shot, put it together, and see what we think.
Let's
boys ready?
Jeff's here.
Let's get to work.
Jeff's here to be the muscle.
Yeah, I am good enough now with this I can point, so let's go. Okay, so a couple things we noticed real quick. This part right here, that is solid steel. That's pretty dang heavy duty. And so when you have that off, you slide this bumper guard on first, and then you put in your trailer hitch, put the pin in, and then you put the lights on, which is kind of neat. These are lighted. I didn't even know they had working, functioning lights. So that's the next step. And you do it with these bolts pointed down, the nuts pointed down. So, okay. Nice. Let's go next step. Okay, so that's this bar, and it just slides right down to that pin. How do you tell which side? Just I guess that tube goes down, and
well,
there's the clip goes on the outside.
Yeah, this goes to the outside towards the rear.
Okay, cool. And it'll just slide on. That bar's also really thick, heavy duty, so this seems like a pretty good one. Okay.
And then I think we probably pins on the outside.
Okay. Next step is just put a couple bolts in, side and on the bottom. 70 foot-pounds of torque is what I was trying to say. And then we slide the ramps in next and adjust that bottom stop. Okay, so, yeah, what are the differences on these? One side does have
the rear, and there's holes for the thing.
So okay, there you go, yeah, so the holes got to go on the outside where this pin is. Pretty straightforward. Check out that.
Yeah, and this is the gription side, so yeah, this is for sure.
Oh, no, that's right.
So
we're just making it so it goes under here and won't let us hit the truck with it. You know what I'm saying?
I see, sort of. So that's all that is a stop to keep it from hitting the truck, huh? There's another little light actually we found too. So this little guy right there plugs in down in that and then runs. So that's what Tom was saying earlier. I guess keep these all on one side, the pin, so you can run the wire down through and plug into the harness in the middle, but then plugs into the trailer hitch. Pretty clean so far, pretty slick. Pointing down.
Pointing down.
Oh, really?
I think that's it. Stand by.
I guess yeah, that makes sense.
Does it?
So it doesn't, because if it's up, you could hit it.
And I hit with the four-wheeler. See why I brought smart people? Okay, so when you're putting it on, the that brace, or that cross brace, I guess, right here, is supposed to line up with that.
Okay.
Perfect. Perfect, the man says. Okay, so I think we got this thing put together. It was pretty straightforward. There's not a lot to do on this. Just that's it. So then you adjust these. They just slide back and forth. There isn't anything. Yeah, exactly. So they just slide back and forth. And then I guess you just sort of pull your vehicle, whatever it is, up to it, and then adjust it, and then drive it in. And we got our volunteer test pilot here today.
Stunt driver.
I really wanted to do this. I really want to do it, but I cannot do it. I can't do it today. So we got our stunt driver today, and he's never done this, have you?
I haven't.
So this will be very exciting. Okay, so I think you got to turn the key to start. So I think it might need to be neutral. Nope. Blair's is like, go for it. You want to start in gear?
What?
Blair's is like, sure.
We can do that.
We do it, okay. Are you nervous? I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm pretty excited. It's also a really tight fit in the back of the Raptor, so we did test it though. We tested this first. So, all right, Jeff. Line it up, man. Okay, that was pretty good. That's the thumbnail trailer. That's what's going at the beginning right there.
As far as that light being lined up. Let's see here. I'm gonna move this just a tiny bit out. Okay. Use the guardrails.
Does that feel steep?
No, actually,
No? Okay, you got like, you got a couple more. That's up?
That's,
So you go until it just hits the tailgate.
yeah, you're done.
Oh, and that's like just before this cover. That's the other downside with those death ramps is if you got a toolbox or like a cover, you got to take that off or fold it up. So that's really cool. So
You do this.
locking
Make
it
sure
in
it slides.
place. Oh, you're like,
I'm hitting your.
like it's like it's like an 1/8 of an inch. So
One workaround for us would be to drill another one of these holes right here, and then
or just make that one hole a little bit bigger. But what
Well,
else? I mean,
how about a sledgehammer to his D-ring?
let's just pound those down.
whatever you guys
That's
decide you
brilliant.
want to do.
Everybody has such good ideas when it's not their vehicle.
It's
Look
in.
at that.
Oh,
It's
so
in.
what did you do? I was,
He noticed that the hole was close enough and put it in.
oh,
Didn't pop in on its
Okay.
own, but
Dude.
he popped it in.
Jeff, what? Talk to us. How easy was that? You've never loaded onto one of these, but
I just sold a four-wheeler a few weeks ago to a guy, and I have ramps similar to your death ramps, and I put them up there, and the guy was like, "Why don't you go ahead and do it?" I'm like, "All right," and steep. His truck set.
Those things feel like you're climbing a stinking mountain, like a wall.
And his truck was a little taller, and the ramps are only 5-foot ramps, so it was pretty steep, and caught a little air at the top. And,
did you peel out like you did with ours?
No, I didn't do that.
You should have. That was
But
awesome.
that was easy. Oh my gosh, that was That was really easy.
You know, and also, if you're getting these, they do make extensions for these. So if you have an even taller truck, I mean, I've got a Raptor, so that's taller than normal, but it's not as tall as somebody that's putting a giant lift on there in your truck. So you can get extensions from these too. And you know,
How much easier it'd be to work
it's
on this?
definitely putting the back down a little bit. But I leveled the truck. I leveled it before. And so that's hanging out there a ways out the back.
Look how you
But
can make it zoom
Raptors have pretty squishy suspension.
Look at all the room you have for additional activities.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. When you put your four-wheeler and it takes up the whole bed, you got no more room left.
You
Just
didn't
like
catch
this man was
that
saying. Additional
stepbrother
activities.
reference.
What'd you say?
You didn't catch the stepbrother reference. All the
bunk
room
beds.
for activities.
Oh, no, but that was good. I missed it. But look, you do. Look at all that room back there. That's a pretty sweet alternative, and definitely a lot less expensive than a lot of trailers, depending on what you get. And certainly now, I think the key part is for me when I'm driving up and I got a short parking area, I don't really need a ton. I don't have to try to turn a trailer around. I just have to deal with the truck.
So when Dennis Kirk has these in stock, they have free shipping.
Yeah, if you buy these at our friends from Dennis Kirk, this will get you free shipping. Should anyway. You have to now, Dennis Kirk, because we said so, but I'm pretty sure you do.
Well,
That is already a huge advantage because I just went down there and made a sharp turn and the trailer would have clipped the crap out of that other thing. So that was huge. And again, my Raptor suspension is a little squishy, so that's not so bad for having a leveling kit on here. Well, it's not a leveling kit. What am I talking about? There's a video on that. We did that. You have purchase points on the fronts of these. You can change it from the factory. It's really cool. But back on topic, that was pretty sweet. So I guess now it's like we pulled up. Here we go. Now let's just take it down. All right. So I can.
hey, take the camera back, Gimpy.
Oh yes, Gimp. Yeah, I was about to try something. So we pull the pins.
They lock in.
Automatic lock. Yep. All right. It's so weird that they're sticking up like that. Okay. There he is, our stunt pilot. He's in the cockpit. He's firing up the turbines. Does that sound more exciting when I talk like that? Okay, this is going to be interesting to see how this goes down like this. Dude, that was way smooth, man. Usually the up and the down with the death ramps are really scary. I mean, I'm not even sure if that was that much harder than a... He's gonna do it again.
That's just so much fun.
I'm not even sure if that was that much harder than a trailer. I cannot wait to try this myself. I don't think that was that much harder than a trailer. That's saying something. Well, that is super cool. Power steering, you like that? Yeah, that's right,
nice.
Jeff. Yeah. So this power steering, if you want to check out another pair, we put the world's first power steering on one of these Polarises that's not supposed to have it. And you could tell when we did it, but we did it. So check that out. But yeah, this power steering is set up so that it varies its power. Like the faster you go, the less power steering you get, so you don't accidentally... That's the winch.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
Where's your, lights?
That's the rear light.
That's the rear light.
Are you looking for these lights in the front?
Just turn on the high beams.
Yeah, just turn on high beams, man. There you go.
Dang.
Step out and check those out. Fancy pants, huh? I think that is, it's so nice at night.
Wow.
Yeah, that's another video too.
Then, when you're done,
Yeah, I guess we should get that though. Let's see.
Whoa.
Whoa, really? That's it?
Yeah.
It's got some kind of coating on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a nylon plastic.
That's cool.
That is
So, okay, so those two come off. We're waiting on me. I just want to say one more time, big thanks to Dennis Kirk. They're seriously an awesome company. They have so many parts for like everything on wheels. Go check it out. They're super awesome. And like I said, they sent us a sweet shirt. Go get yourself one of those. And you can get yourself one of those that we already put away today. Thank you, Dennis Kirk. But how awesome was that? So any final thoughts on this, Jeff? I mean, since you were the guy that put it up on there.
I just picked up another four-wheeler, and this is a great alternative. I love this idea.
Wow, that is so much better than the ramps and secure. What did you think about putting it together?
Me?
Yeah.
I was making smart alecky remarks.
What do you think about the assembly process?
It wasn't too bad. You know, we had to look at directions a couple times because, you know, we didn't.
We didn't, but I don't think that was too bad, no?
Second time, it just gets easier to install
Totally.
after the first.
Yeah.
After this one, I would have no problem with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. So watch the video.
8 minutes.
8 minutes, piece of cake. Yeah, that's probably a record. We had a record on that when we put the leveling kit. That was an hour. This was 8 minutes. That's a win. So we're definitely going to call this a win. I can't wait to get it up in the woods and check it out and try taking this on and off. I also, you know what else I like here about this? Compared to the death ramps, you got to get really level terrain. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise it makes it even more likely to kick out and want to try to kill you. Those death ramps suck. So that's pretty cool. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Remember, if you're new, stick around a little bit and check it out. To our friends at Dennis Kirk, thank you so much. Thank you for the really cool swag. Is that what you call this?
Sure, swag.
I'm gonna call it swag. It was really awesome of them. Go check them out. They really do have every part you can think of for off-road and on-road. Bikes, four-wheelers, snowmobiles. Oh, and that's another thing on this one. You can get actually a center, like, I don't even know what it's called, but there's a piece that goes in
Snowmobile kit.
a snowmobile kit. And so you can even put one of those babies on. So check out Dennis Kirk. They're awesome. We normally at this point, I'd say go have yourself a nice day, cup of tea, it's a little bit warm. But yeah, I only got one of them. I can't do the fist bump friendship, but he's probably gonna punch me. So I have an alternative. I'm gonna call it, as I did before, the headbutt of how do you do? Gotta be quiet on the set. You can put, this works for motorcycles, SUVs.
SUVs?
You could drive. Okay, Jeff. Well, it's only on video forever. You're supposed to get pictures for thumbnails and stuff. Joel will be very happy if I remember
Just freeze frame that, Joel.
And the trailer would have clipped the crap out of that. That other thing. It would have clipped the corner. Edit that part out.
The technical term is clip the crap.
Clip the crap. They clipped the crap.
Don't do that!
Oh, don't do that. I think that's pretty good. Might have to be a new one. Okay, we out.